Hey, what's going on there, folks? Welcome to my channel here, Making It Last. So basically my channel is going to be advice on basically prolonging the life of items such as vehicles, maybe mechanical machinery around your yard, everything right down to a washing machine. I'm also going to give advice on all kinds of different various items to save you money. For instance, that's what I'm going to talk about today in this video is this particular kit, why I bought it, why it's going to save me money, and why I'll have it to continue on use in the future. So without further ado, if you are new to the channel here, consider subscribing if you want more on that type of content. I also may just come across something interesting. I may see something out of the ordinary, and there may be some off-roading trips. There may be a little bit of everything involved. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos, and hopefully I can keep you occupied here and you'll see how to make a wiring connector. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have a Amliber wire connector kit, just a typical another Amazon cheapo type of thing. So what you're going to be making here, well, I've already got two made. I've got a one wire connector, and I've also got a 2-wire connector. So today I'm probably going to make another one of these. I'll probably just make a 1-wire connector just to show you, and I'm going to show you how it's done. So if you did buy this kit, maybe you're looking how to do it and you're not too fond of the directions, I'm going to show you a little bit in detail on how to make it. Or if you're just interested in what these are for and what it could be, I will say over the winter I had a 6-pin connector on my plow. It actually corroded inside and wasn't allowing the plow to go side to side. So the connector from Fisher was actually $90. So I found this kit on Amazon. I worked on cars for numerous years, and I said to myself, well, I used to build connectors once in a while, and I'll just go buy my own connector for $39.99 on Amazon. It's not high amperage. It's going to work. It's going to get the job done. I put my own wiring in there, whatever size I need to do. So I bought that, and I fixed the connector, and voila, we were done. So if you were looking at purchasing this kit, or if you're somebody on here, you're local, and say you come into a problem, feel free to email me if you have a connector or something on your vehicle. Well, I don't work on cars full time again. I'll make you up a connector and I'll help you out. So let's get right into this, and I'm going to show you what you got to do. Okay, so moving on here, folks, I've got the kit here, and I also wanted to mention that this kit, obviously, if you do a lot of like aftermarket type of stuff, like I've got LED red light kits in my truck, I have a power outlet in my truck. This stuff's great. I've got some headlights that I made if you look at some of my previous videos. So a lot of them headlight plugs are basically just the same as these Amazon plastic connectors, and even your car makes and models. There's really, when I say it's a cheap Amazon kit, anything with a connector is pretty cheap. So moving on here, I've got some black wires because I also, while I made these plugs, I'm not going to waste them. If I do need them, I already have them made. So making this, even for the video, is also practice. But at the same time, I will have a red one and a black one. So if I want to do a power and ground on something, then I will have that. I've already got a male and female plug that I have ready. I already have the male and female terminal that's going to go inside the plug. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start, and basically with how long the tabs that are going to hold the copper wire on this are basically just about 1/8 of an inch, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to show you there. Hopefully I'm in the camera good enough. And we're just going to strip off, well, I need a little more than that. Try to get the other piece of the insulation off out of there. And that didn't work so good. Sometimes you got to put a little pressure on it. So it's not liking me now. So let's start on the other side. Okay, there we go. We got about 1/8 off of there. And we're going to take, they give you that, well, oh yeah, I have to mention this too. So this tool, you're either going to have to, sorry, I got an itch. This tool, you're either going to have to buy it. It may come separate with some kits, and I believe it did come with this kit. So you've got the wire frayed here. Just want to take and kind of spread them apart. And that's all personal preference. And then give them a little twist. You're going to take your choice of the female or the male connector. And you are going to take and you're going to slide your weather protector or insulator boot on here, like that. And you're going to slide it basically to the insulation of the wire. Hopefully it's focusing enough here. I'm not sure if I'm far enough or close enough. I'll bring it up there. And you're going to put that on there first. Next, you're going to take and you're going to put, there's two little, I want to say wide, there's longer wings right here. You're going to set the insulation inside the longer wings. And then you're just going to, I kind of just put them in there and I give them a little bit of a bend and it'll hold it in place inside the insulation. Then you're going to go ahead, you're going to take the terminal pliers and you're basically, on this one, I believe it's specific to wire size, but this, no, maybe this, no, this kit actually is specifically for this terminal. So there's a spot here that it's going to go inside. I keep getting itches. And there's two steps here. There's one step that's going to fold over the tabs on the insulator, and then there's also another little step up that's going to fold over the tabs so it crimps the wire. So we're just going to stick it in here. I just want to make sure I've got the right side. Yes, I do. Okay. We're just going to stick it in here, simple enough. Right in the middle there. Making sure the tabs are where they're supposed to be, and we're just going to squeeze it. So once we got that squeezed, this is actually a male terminal, so it's going to go into the female terminal. And there's only two ways this can actually go in here. And this prong or male terminal is actually going to be, well, you can kind of see there's like a, it actually has a little bit of a horizontal tilt to where the terminal is going to go inside. So we're just going to try to fit it until it goes in there. Try to line it up. It's just not working for me that great. Oh, that's not going to work. So you'll actually hear a little click, and then you can give it a pull, and you can see it's in there. So that's the female side with the male connector. And then if you look on this side, you can see the insulator boot is inside there. So moving on here, on the other side, we're going to go ahead again and just strip about 1/8 of the wire off. Try to show you there again. Hopefully this will work out. So I got just enough there. Again, fray the wire out a little bit, spread it, twist it. That just helps with a little reassurance that it's not going to slip out of there. And then, keep forgetting it, we're going to want to take the insulator, slide it on here, just until the black part of the insulation on the wire is showing. And again, we will take our female terminal, put this up in there, give the two tabs a little squeeze. That kind of holds it in place. We're going to take the terminal pliers, and again, we're going to set it in here. And we're just going to squeeze it. And then we're going to basically inspect. I give it a little yank, make sure it doesn't come off there. You can see the tabs are good around the insulator, and the tabs are good around the wire. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the female side in. Wow, first shot. And then there's also a terminal position assurance. So this actually gets snapped in here. And voila, that part of it's done. That little terminal position assurance piece there is basically just so it pushes on the tabs inside there, so it's a little more secure on the female end. And you're just going to make sure the connectors go together, snap them in. And if I was going to put this on something, before I plugged it in, I'd take an ohms meter and I'd zero it out and make sure that there's continuity all through this, and I'd probably twist and bend it and make sure it's good. And actually, speaking of that, I will talk about some of the GMs. So they had airbag connectors under the seat back in 2008 on GMC Acadias and Buicks. It was basically a campaign or recall on them. When they came in, the terminals were actually fretting, so the terminals weren't seated inside the connector right, and they were causing resistance. So they would actually set an airbag code, and it could prevent an airbag from going off inside of going off in a crash. And they would actually, they'd have us take a connector like this and just take it out of there and solder the wires down underneath the seat to fix it. I don't know. It was a little odd. But anyway, there's that. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. If you don't like me, whatever. We don't all like each other. And thanks for watching.